Welcome back to On Location in Vernon. I'm your host, Riley Gabori, and here I'm with Andrew. Andrew is a comedian. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you do other than comedy?
Yeah, I'm a writer, I'm a comedian. I'll do live events, so I'll do sketch, improv, stand-up, and then I write, so I'll write TV pilots. I do animation pilots, like children's stuff. Okay. And I just did a reading the other day where they wanted reading, so I wrote some poetry. So I did that there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you ever done anything like that before?
Of course. Yeah. Actually, when I was younger, like when I was 8 or 9, I used to write down poetry or like stuff on pieces of paper, and then I would eat the paper. That way no one could find it.
That's smart. I like that.
I was a capricious 7-year-old.
So what about your work are you really trying to hone in on while you're in Vernon? Or is it just all aspects, or is there one? I
mean, when I came here, I was like, I'm gonna start being serious about my work, and then I sat down and I was like, no, I'm not. So I started just writing. I try to just do anything every day, whatever I'm feeling that day, because I've noticed if I try to force it, it doesn't really come out too good. So whatever it is that I feel that day, I just kind of work on that day, whether it be, let me write this TV show or this sketch, or I have some jokes that I want to write down, whatever it is. I'm working on like TV pilots and stuff like that to pitch.
Okay, and you're gonna like make pitch packages for them and send them off? Or
I don't do that. No. I just go, please, like
please. Yeah. Sometimes that works.
Yeah.
When you're working across like all these like different mediums, I know there's similar veins, but like, improv and stand up are very different in themselves.
Sure.
Like how do you see your improv skills coming through into your script writing, and your script writing coming through into your improv, or do you keep them all very separate?
So when it comes to like improv or stand-up or sketch or whatever it is, improv is basically writing on the spot with like no judgment, no editing. So it's just writing on the spot. And then when you write a first draft, that's essentially what you do. The only difference is you actually have to put it down and then you edit it later. But besides that, it's all the same like muscle in your brain working. So yeah, it's all very closely related, but different.
Yeah, okay. I get that. I mean, I feel like improv would be tough. It'd be stressful.
You think so?
I
completely
think so.
disagree, because I actually prefer doing improv because I don't need to do anything beforehand. There's nothing to worry about other than when I get up there, I have to do it, and there's really no choice. But when you do stand-up, it's like, I have to have this, I have to have that, I should remember this, I should remember that, I'm probably going to do this before that, and then, maybe I should go over my stuff just to be sure, all that sort of stuff. Okay. So I think it's way more stressful.
Has living in, because like Toronto to Vernon is a pretty big, I don't want to say downgrade because I love Vernon, but
right, it's a great place.
Have you seen a change in the way you're writing from that? Like, does it stem from that? Like, do your surroundings matter when you're writing, and how so?
The surroundings matter so much because everything around you is going to influence what you think. There's a bunch of deer around here. I was trying to talk to someone earlier and I saw 2 deer fighting, so then I can't think about the thing that I'm thinking. So absolutely it affects you, and that's just an obvious way to put it. Yeah. But while I've been here, or at least when I'm over there, I always feel like I have to do more things, and so it's a lot easier to write shorter stuff where it's like, okay, let me just write this one joke, let me write this one thing, I'll be walking around, I'll be thinking of all of them, let me write that down, let me write that down. And so it's like writing down 1,000 different things. But here, since it's a lot slower, I can think 1,000 different things about one product. So it's a lot easier to do the longer form stuff here, is what I would say.
When you sit down to write,
okay.
Do you think story first? Do you get character first? Or is it like a joke? Or is it a premise? Or is it an ending? Or
yeah, another great question. Give this guy a raise. This is genuinely doing very good. These are great questions. Normally, I think of something. I'm always thinking of stuff in my head. Like I don't know if everyone has this, but I'm running movies in my head all the time. And so not like movie ideas, like things like, I just talked to someone and they were rude to me. So here's what I'm actually going to say to them if I did that again.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And so I'll be thinking about whatever it is. I'll have this idea. I'll go back. I'll sit down. I'll try to write it. And it kind of just starts wherever it starts. But then when I actually get into it, story and characters are the most important part. Absolutely. Story, I like to do like a story outline first, and then Bill Lawrence, who created a bunch of great TV shows, I watched a thing that he was talking about, like a lecture, and it was, he talked about sending his characters to character camp, where you go through every single character, see their relationships with the other characters, come up with their entire backstory, things that you're not even going to see in the show.
Okay.
That way they become a fully realized person. You guys have known each other for a really long time, so I'm sure even if he wasn't here, he'd probably be able to approximate what you're doing because he knows you so well and because you're a person. So if you have that with a character, it's like, oh, I know the character so well, I know what they would do in this scenario. So it makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
And Bill Lawrence thinks. So.
Yeah. It's not that great. I'm selfish. I'm a writer too, and I'm asking for
you?
selfish reasons.
Of course. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm the guy to ask. You might want someone a little bit more successful than me.
What part of the writing process do you love, and what part of the writing process do you hate?
I don't like any part of the writing process.
Okay.
It's not very fun. It sucks. Writing sucks. It physically hurts. It's the same thing about learning. Learning hurts. Writing physically hurts. But you do it because it's fun in some weird way.
Yeah.
It's like you're constantly stabbing yourself in the leg. And then one time you're just like, I should do that again. That was awesome. And that's how it always feels. It's like then you just go back to stabbing yourself in the leg. I don't think that there's really any part of it that's like, oh my God, I can't wait to do this. Except for maybe when there's like a huge piece of inspiration.
Yeah.
Then it feels good. Writing shorter stuff is nice because, huge piece of inspiration. It's all here. First draft already done. I can already start editing. And you can finish it in like an hour.
Some people can finish it in like an hour.
Writers can finish it. I don't know what.
You're very right. I'm glad to hear that, though. I've a couple of my writing buddies also say the same thing. It is not fun.
That's actually a great thing. Writing with another person is so much fun. That's actually fun.
Yes. I like bouncing.
Yeah, going back and forth.
Yeah.
There's this guy in Toronto. He'd be very mad if I didn't mention his name, so I'm glad that I thought of this. His name's Stephen Karmazin. Very funny comedian. Great writer as well. And we write together sometimes, and it's a great time. We go, we get lunch, then we come back, we have a coffee, we talk, we do like 30 minutes of writing, and then that's the day.
I feel like I should come in.
If you want to, come in.
Come in.
That's fine. Yeah, come on in.
Now we got Bowen here.
What's up, guys?
He was jealous sitting behind the camera.
I love editing though. Like, I think there's always like. Same with kind of writing when you're like trying something new and there's kind of that learning process where it's like, it's that kind of like, if this makes sense, it's like this kind of like stunting forward. You have these small kind of like gaps, and it's like,
yeah, you're Terry Foxing it.
Exactly, yes, exactly. But I love it now. I spend most of my days, as I'm sure Riley knows,
Editing,
yeah. Like I'm just.
I love editing. I love the art behind editing. I love like a great cut can say so much, without you even seeing it. But I do not want to be sitting in front of my computer for 9 hours. I don't have the brain for it. I totally agree.
No, it will drive you insane. It will drive you insane. And I've specifically, there are projects where I'm like, I didn't do it because I didn't want to edit it. Because it actually makes me insane. It takes up so much time when you start. It's a whole thing. But I should probably do it. I should probably do it.
But once you get in the flow, it's kind of like writing. Once you're in the flow, you kind of get the sense of
I think in editing you can live in the flow a bit more than
longer than writing.
Before you get in your own head and you're like,
this sucks, and then you're
of course.
But it's also I think it's like anything where it's like you're building that muscle, you're building that writing muscle. I think the more and more you do that.
I carry a speaker on me. I didn't bring headphones while I was here because I got this whole thing about headphones. I got this theory. I'm not going to get into it, but it's this theory.
Come on.
Oh my God. Okay, well if I have to. So headphones like kind of really disconnect you from the world.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on the street listening to headphones?
Yeah.
Someone says something or like tries to get your attention. It takes you a second to take your headphones off and like readjust to reality.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I haven't been doing that. I haven't been wearing headphones because it really does take you out of reality. And I've noticed the more you're in reality, the easier it is to get things done. So I like to use a speaker because when there's a speaker, you get to listen to the music, but then there's all the other things. So you're still in. It's like guys who used to carry around a boombox. I could never do that. That takes chutzpah. The chutzpah that takes. But yeah, guys who carry around a boombox, like that's a way to do it because you're influencing the world. You're in reality. You're just kind of being a little annoying, but cool.
Yeah.
But cool.
But you're still part of it,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure, you're a little annoying, but it's better than. Yeah, I totally agree. Like.
So yeah, I didn't bring headphones while I was here. It was a great decision.
What is your like writing ritual? Like, how do you know when you're starting writing and when you're ending writing?
I try to be creative every chance that I get. Meaning, just like even I'm sitting alone in the park for a minute. What can I do right now? Instead of putting the headphones on, that's another thing. Is it stops you from like playing in your brain. Creativity, I genuinely believe, creativity is just letting your mind play without judgment. And so if you just are constantly trying to be playful and then you're not judging yourself because of it, you're able to be incredibly creative. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Because at any moment you can just turn it on because it's like, oh, I just want to play. That's the fun part. When was the last time you actually played? It wasn't work. It was actually like you played and there was no alcohol involved.
Not. I mean,
But I feel like I brought this up like a couple months back. Like, 'cause-
like we get up to shenanigans,
Right?
but we don't really. It's not like playing.
By
Yeah.
play, do you mean like be creative just to be creative?
The other day I had a snowball fight. I had a snowball fight the
We're
other day.
going up this Tuesday to have a snowball fight.
That's what I mean. That's fun.
Yeah, Tuesday planned. It's literally in the schedule as snowball fight.
Snowball fight, that's amazing. The other day I rolled down a hill. I rolled down a hill so much that I vomited. And that's not normally what I do because
Tegan, the person that I was staying with, Tegan Walsh, great person, give her more book money, something. She was like, yeah, let's go do that. And I've noticed the more that you play, whether it's just talking to someone and you're playing,
or you're by yourself, you're on a spinny chair, I'm gonna spin, like of course. The more that you just live that way, it's like, oh, I can be creative anytime because being creative is just being playful,
Yeah. Okay.
right?
What do you think about social media and creativity together?
Oh, I mean, it can work. Like, here's the thing. Because I do stand up and there are so many comedians around, so many of them are great. I'd love to shout out a few.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. But there's so many of them are great. But then there are some where it's just like they just make this stuff because they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna make something that way, you know, I can post and that's what you do. You can get a following, da 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 da.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, but you're not making anything good. You don't even think it's good. You're not even trying. So what's the point? You know, it's the difference between creativity and work. You know, it can happen in anything, and then it's prevalent in social media the same way it's prevalent in TV, the same way it's prevalent in stand-up. But so many stand-ups I know are just failed actors. It's like they don't want to do this; they just want attention, and they couldn't get it the other way. So now they're stealing my thing. It's ridiculous. So you know, social media, you can absolutely be creative on social media. You can be creative with anything. But a lot of people aren't. A lot of people just do it because they're like, okay, they do it like marketing. You know, like it's a brand. Which I mean, sure, but
For certain things, you are a brand. You need to be a brand. But I guess I had to delete it recently because I found when I went to write, my brain literally, I would get an idea and I'd start to run with it, and then I'd almost get bored of the idea. And I was thinking it's because I'm so used to just never being bored. So I've been trying to take the time to be bored more recently.
That's
so
great.
I can, and then like you said, so I can go roll down a hill. You know, that's better than scrolling on.
It's so much fun because scrolling isn't even fun. Every once in a while, I've scrolled maybe in my life 10 times where I was like, this is awesome. Every other time, it just sucks and it's just boring, and you're not even doing. You're like, I'm hungry. I should go make some food.
Yeah, exactly.
You're literally thinking like, okay, and then you're looking at the time. You're like, okay, it's 12:23 right now. So when it's 12:30, I'll go make food. And then it's 12:31. You go, I guess I got to go to 12:45. It's not fun. You're just stuck in like a loop.
Who are your influences? Biggest influences?
Alonzo Hamburger Jones. No, that's a real guy. So I actually, but that is one of my influences. When I was younger, I used to watch Def Jam. I loved Def Jam so much. I used to just look up like stand up on YouTube and do stuff like that. But also, there was a guy in there named Alonzo Hamburger Jones. He would wear a cowboy hat and like a suit, and his whole thing was he was like, I don't cuss, I say hamburger. And so after every single joke, he would just go hamburger. It's crazy, and like yeah. But no, so I would just like go on YouTube, look up stand-up, watch people like that. But then also, and I'm not so highfalutin about these things. I used to watch. You remember Epic Rap Battles of History?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I started watching those again recently. Amazing.
Yeah, they're.
It's like it's fun. It's musical. Lonely Island. I've loved musical comedy. Those guys are great. Musical comedy's fantastic because it's like it's pure fun. Music is fun. Being silly is fun, and then it's just so stuff like that's amazing. I love that. Trevor Moore, rest in peace. He was a great guy. Whitest Kids You Know was a sketch group. Key and Peele. I have so many. Like literally everything I've grown up with. Cartoons. I watched the SpongeBob movie the other day. You ever seen the 2004 or 2003 SpongeBob movie? One of the best movies ever made. I'm not even kidding. It's funny. It's poignant. It's great, and it's good for kids. It's like these. There are so many things that are just that I've seen. It's just like, oh, it's good. I'm an amalgamation of everything I've ever seen and everyone I've ever met.
How would you describe your work? Like, have you found your niche, or is there such thing as a niche, or is it just?
I don't know. I just do it. this is something that I think is cool. Anything that I do, only I could do it. Anything that you do, only you could do it. Even if you just like wrote down what someone else wrote, your handwriting is different, so it reads differently. No matter what, you always have a unique touch to anything that you put your hands on. So I don't really think about that. I just kind of make whatever I'm going to make, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. For my reading, I basically sat down and it was over the course of 3 days, but I really only wrote for like 2 or 3 hours. And I wrote a few things where I wrote it and I was like, as I'm writing, I was like, I'm a genius. And then I read it back and I was like, this is the worst thing that I'm not saying this in front of people. And so, yeah, I think it's, you make the thing, and then if you like the thing, great, that's all you need to do. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything in particular that I'm like, this is what I like to do.
Yeah. What's the dream? What's your dream job? Like, what's your I made it moment?
Oh, it would be great to just, working in a writer's room is fantastic. I would love to work at Avatar: The Last Airbender was a show I loved when I was a kid. That would be a great thing to work on because I love children's animation, or animation in general. So I'd love to work on some animation stuff.
As a writer, or
as a writer would be great. If I was drawing, it wouldn't be very. But yeah, no, as a writer would be fantastic. And so animation is one thing that I really want to do. Performing is great. I really enjoy performing just for the performance part of it.
Yeah.
Recording it, I actually usually don't like when people record my stuff because it's like, no, it's supposed to exist right now for the people in this room. Like that's the whole fun of it. And then writing TV is another great thing. I don't know, just like but there's so many fun things that could happen.
Do you think comedy makes you a better dramatic writer or vice versa?
Yeah, it's all writing, and then if those are the two, if tragedy and comedy are the two genres, writing one of them is going to make you better at the other, because they're essentially the same thing. Just one of them is a little bit more serious. One is serious about being serious, and the other one's serious about being silly. Yeah. Like they're just two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, I never liked that saying when they're like, oh, like comedy and makes you better drama. I'm like, well, yeah, but it's all at its core the same thing.
Sure, exactly.
Like to me, like it's not it's not the fact that a comedian can just come in and write drama. It's that he understands like there's a theme and like he understands how to build his characters up and like it's all that.
But I don't know if you know who Mel Brooks is. Okay, so I was listening to his book and I don't know I think that this was him where he was just going through and like someone asked him like, okay, what's funny about this scenario? And it was like a guy trying to fix his car, and it's like, well, nothing's really funny about that. Like, he's stranded, he needs to work, this is a bad situation, but his butt was out, like his butt crack was out. And it's like, oh, that's funny. So it's like, it's all the perspective. Yeah. So like you said, same at the core, just a different perspective.
Exactly. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Favorite movies? 5. Go.
No, I couldn't do that. I can name a bunch of musicals. I love Rent. But I can't do it with movies.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
Rent.
Okay.
I love musicals.
Okay. La La Land's a pretty good one.
I think. What was that?
La La Land's pretty good.
Sure. So I've never seen La La Land.
You've never seen La La Land?
I've never seen La La Land.
Dude.
But I want to talk about musicals.
Let's talk about musicals.
One of the things that I really like about musicals is it's so fun. All of these people are singing and dancing and telling the story. I think that that's one of the things that if you're asking me about something that draws me to a story, I just love things that are fun. When something's fun, it's great. I watched a movie last night and it was great. It was a really, really good movie. I wouldn't say that it was a fun movie. It was funny parts. Incredible movie. Begonia. Incredible movie.
We wanted to watch that.
Yeah.
Great movie. But I only watch things like that every once in a while because it's very good artistically. It makes you think it's a whole thing. Yeah. But it makes me feel icky afterwards. Yeah. So I only watch it every once in a while. When I watch it, I love that I watched it. Yeah. But if I did it every night, it would drive me crazy. So when things are more fun, like, oh, they're singing and dancing, or they're being silly, like The Lonely Island or something like that. It just makes everything, it's like, oh, I want to play. You see someone else playing, you go, I want to play, right?
Oh, I've never thought about that like that.
No?
That's interesting.
Would you write a musical?
So I don't know how to play music. Incredible voice. I'm like Michael Jackson. I can pitch perfect. So
Can we hear?
No. So
is that a no? Like no,
and then I go into it. Well, if you insist. No. I had an idea for a musical with my friend. I had the idea and I brought it to him because I think it would be fun. Stephen Karmazin, the guy I was talking about earlier. Yeah. Also Dimi Kalavopoulos, because I have to mention his name or he'd be mad at me. So we were trying to write this musical, and We planned it all out. We like went through all of that, and then we started at the first scene, and both of us were like, "Oh, we don't know how to write music."
Yeah.
So we were just kind of sitting there going, "I don't." So I was like, "Okay, maybe we just switch this to a movie, and then if we want musical elements, we could add it." And that's kind of what we stuck to. But I would love to write a musical. It's so much fun. Also, I would tell you what the movie's about, but I don't think that I can. It's not appropriate. So I can't even tell you the title.
Okay, yeah.
I will, yeah. But yeah, that would be fun. Like, how many things are you like, even let's say you want to write a book or you want to write poetry. When I had to do the reading, it was like, oh, I have to write something for this reading. So I just tried to make it more fun. Like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Oh, but if I did it this way, it would be fun.
Yeah.
So that's like the biggest draw. Is, oh, what if I could do this, but it's a more fun way? Like, what if I could do an interview show, but I have fake mustaches in my pocket, and then every time they look away, I put one on, and then they look back, and I never acknowledge it. Just like, and something stupid just to make, oh, let me make this more fun for me. It really is like, how could you make right now more fun? How could you make tomorrow more fun? Every scenario is like, oh, let me have more fun right now. Because also when you have fun, other people have fun, and now everyone's having fun. What's bad about that?
Yeah.
Nothing's bad about that. It's great.
Everyone likes fun. When you go back to Toronto, what is your next steps in Toronto based on, and how has Vernon affected that?
It's been nice to get away that way, because when you're there, it's like, oh, I need to be doing this tonight, and I need to do this tomorrow, and so it all feels so immediate, which makes it feel there's so much more pressure. Being able to come back here, excuse me, I could have been really loud about that, but I didn't. Being able to come over here is like less pressure, so I was able to think, I go, okay, what would I want to do? Oh, I can take more classes at Second City. I can do stuff at Second City. I can get my portfolio together, which I did last night, so that I can start giving it to agents or to companies so they can start seeing more of my writing samples. And it just kind of goes, okay, I know where I want to be, kind of a general area of like the things I want to do. Having to step back is you go, okay, now how can I actually do that? And in a way where I don't need to do it right now because I got 6 weeks. So how should I do that? Oh, I can take some more stuff here so I can meet people there. And that way, oh, maybe I can do some of their shows, I can meet their agents, whatever it is. Or, oh, I can work on my portfolio to really build it up because I know Paw Patrol is big. Why don't I write a Paw Patrol script? That way maybe I can get in with the Paw Patrol people.
Okay.
That was actually thoughts that I have.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, let me put my portfolio together, all that stuff. So it's really going to take a step back and kind of edit the entire plan instead of just like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be doing this right now. I can't believe I didn't do that. Oh, I'm so bad because I didn't do that. I'm never going to succeed. All that sort of stuff.
Like third perspective kind of way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't think those things, but you guys might.
Yeah.
So it gives you that like third person where you get to watch and look at yourself from a different perspective.
Yeah. Well, like before we wrap things up.
Sure.
Like there's lots of people, I think, who like they want to be more creative and they want to start writing and they want to do these things, but it's like the idea of ditching, where you've been living for the past however many years and going to, stay in some tiny little town at this Caetani Centre we're doing artists, and we're like, that idea would be terrifying to them.
Of course.
I wonder if you could give, if they're all listening to you right now, what would be the one piece of advice you could give for those people that just don't know where to start or don't know how?
Be better. I think so. Actually, when I was younger, when I was 20, I spent 2 months in Japan on a farm. I worked on a farm in Japan for 2 months.
That's cool.
Crazy thing to do.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Insane thing to do. The reason that I did it was because I went, there were some other things that kind of influenced, but I was like, I want to do this, so let me go do it. And I was very irresponsible with money. But I was, I want to do this, so let me go do it. I didn't even think, I remember like a week before I went, I told my parents I was going, and they were like, is it a cult? Did you join a cult? And it's like, those things might go through your head, but if you just kind of push through them, go do it. Chase the fun. Go do whatever's fun. Oh, it'll be fun for me to go do this. Yeah, but what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens?
Okay, but will it be fun?
Yeah.
Just go do the thing that you want to have fun, and don't worry about the what ifs or the other sort of stuff like that. Because you'll always be scared you're tricking yourself into not doing something because you're scared of it.
That's beautifully said.
Is there anything you want to say to the people of the world?
Hire me. I'm very good.
You got a tagline? You got like a motto?
Oh yeah, just
that right there. was
tell me,
great.
just give me one word, and I'll start with that.
Guitar.
Guitars sometimes play wrong, but they still sound right. Andrew Basso.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been On Location in Vernon with Bone, and this is Riley. This is Andrew right here.
Andrew Basso, thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks for being with me.
Of course, I appreciate you guys having me. It's great.
Of course. And if you want to learn more, you can click the QR code on the screen. Anyways, this is
you give
proudly
the
brought
news.
to you by TELUS STORYHIVE, and we'll see you guys next time.